set up. Got the Twitch. That music's going to be a little bit loud. There we go. Got the Twitch set up. Got the YouTube Shorts output. Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. I am, as always, your master of ceremonies, the Richard. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We are back for another day of Satisfactory. I hope you checked out the new video, by the way, that was about... What the hell was the last video about? Right, about Goodwill being too expensive. Those videos have been popping up all over my chat, all over my TikTok. I don't spend that much time on TikTok, so when something really stands out, like shows up a lot, it shows up a lot. Like, you know, it's frequent. It's a shame that thrifting isn't better these days. Anyway, though, for my Warhammer fans out there, I do have a very fun surprise for you guys as far as what tomorrow's video is going to be. I'm going to be working to try to do something every single day here. There we go. Alright. Hey, boy. Oh, boy. There we go. Wait, is this still being fed? There we go. Yo, Saul! Welcome in. Yeah, I was getting some other stuff done. And also, I was kind of... No, I don't need... Oh, I need... Oh, damn it, I don't need all of those. Damn it. I was hoping to run into... Al as well, because I haven't seen him the last couple of days. I know that he works nights. Yeah, hopping on a little bit late, but... Ah, well. Once it gets late, yeah, once it crosses a certain threshold, I always get to a point where I'm like, should I start? Should I just not? But usually I find it's better to just, you know, if I'm going to start late, then just start. I've been editing short form stuff for the last, well, actually it was the original video, and then I was doing short form content until the last half hour? Something like that. Anyway. We'll go on for another couple of hours here. Where the hell am I going? I don't need to go that way. The coal plant is that way, and the coal plant is working just fine. As far as I know, yes, the coal plant is working phenomenally. Oh my god. Oh, we have so much power to spare. It's incredible. Oh, that's great. Okay, so. Also, thank you for 6 months worth of subs, Saul. Yeah, okay, can't slide uphill. That's not going to work. Oh, boy. Murder jacket. Oh, don't call this the murder jacket. I love this jacket. This is a great jacket. How do I want to set these up? That's the question here. This is all the screws that we're making. Maybe we should get at least a small steel plant together before we do anything else. Because if we can get a small steel plant together and get that logistics... Like, then we can start using, because we need steel beams to make Mark III conveyor belts. And if we can get Mark III conveyor belts, we can move a lot more ore and a lot more screws along a single conveyor belt. And that would be very, very helpful. This thing's still running. This is still generating rotors at a decent pace. Prefer the Vice City shirt. We'll return to it someday, I'm sure. I gotta wash it. I've been wearing it too many times. I think I wore it in the... No, I didn't wear it in the video earlier today. Go. I'm glad you appreciate the lo-fi, the smooth jazz. I would like to have something relaxing in the background. Maybe we should get some coal put together. Just a little bit. Like a small steel plant. It wouldn't... We'd have to go all the way over there to do it, but it wouldn't be the worst. Like... You know what? Actually, no. The Miami Vice shirt. Honestly, should I get this job, one of the first things I'm going to be doing is expanding my wardrobe. Well, buying other things, but... getting my wardrobe a little more expanded. I'm probably going to be stocking up on some nice Hawaiian shirts. I like Hawaiian shirts. Go for that dadcore vibe. Yeah, sorry about that. I meant to wrap that one up. We're probably going past 1 a.m. tonight. Definitely. Well, yeah. Definitely going past 1 p.m. tonight. But it's going to be a fun one. Be hanging out once again. And we're going to be setting up yeah, let's set up the copper factory. The concrete factory. That's got to be like the first priority. Because if we don't have like our basics set up, we're screwed. Like, we can't do anything at that point. Okay. Ooh. Well, I hope the visit went well. Sorry. I hope the visit went well. I mean, you're a good manager, so I'm sure that it did. I wouldn't worry, you know, not worried too much about it. Well, as long as you don't have another visit from the higher-ups today. Or tomorrow. There we go. Gotta go around this stupid rock. Yeah, we could put a ramp down there. Wouldn't be the worst thing. Go. That starts here? Are these off? No. Those should be aligned. Should be. Oh, I can't jump back up there. That's fine. Actually, you know what? Let's get rid of this one. Made some better changes to my schedule in recent weeks. Those changes paid off humongous. Well, I mean, hey, basic stuff like that can pay off dividends, so I'm glad it's going well for you. Hell yeah. Get that good sleep. It is tough to come by. I have still been up worried about this job interview, which still haven't heard back, but it's been a day. That's normal. Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Those good basic changes can pay dividends, so I'm glad you're getting that good rest. Yeah, that'll do. And further down here. There we go. Every time I try to get on a better sleep schedule, I end up just tossing and turning in bed for so many hours, and I'm just fucking miserable. Gonna have to at some point, though. I don't know. Able to stay up till 1. Hey, there you go. Hey, as long as your work is done, that's all that matters. And I'm sure that's all your job cares about, too. As long as your stuff actually gets done, you know. That's all that really matters. I'm glad they're chill. You know what? Actually, let's expand over here. Hang on. Go. Oh, by the way, have you guys seen all the memes that are popping up online about Hassan and his dog? I don't know what happened today, but I have seen so many. Like, Sora AI has been all over that shit. People have been making so many fucking memes about Hassan torturing his dog, which torturing dogs is not funny, but making fun of Hassan is funny. And also, like, so many of the memes have been, like, the dog getting up and shocking him, or being, like, Oh my god, it's so goddamn funny. They've been everywhere, though, which I'm super happy with. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. And fuck Hassan. That dude's an asshole. Okay. Let's get that miner down. Wait, don't I have more? Oh, shoot. Wait, hang on. Gotta stop and build an equipment workshop here. There we go. There we go. That manager on top doesn't even start until Friday. Oh, right. That's right. You were getting the new a new assistant to make your life easier, right? Well, I mean, it's good you're still getting them. I mean, I'm sure whenever they arrive, they're going to help you. I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe it's late for me. My brain is fried today. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be... Apparently, I'm not going to be super responsive. But hey, I'm glad work is going well. That's what matters. Pour one out for those of us still struggling here. There we go. There we go. Cover a different base decision. Damn. Dude, you sound like I mean, I always knew that you were a good manager, but like it sounds like you're like fucking amazing at your job. So hell yeah, dude, get yours. Get yours. Fuck yeah. Let's put some walls here. Actually, there too. And one of those. I gotta figure out exactly how much this is outputting. I gotta get higher. Straight. Yep, perfect. Okay, that's outputting 60 per minute. There we go. There we go. And switch back to regular power lines. I'm not going to worry about putting walls down in the rest of this. There we go. I don't have very many power lines going through here, actually. Should I? One here. One here. One here. One here. Go. All right. We'll probably end up changing a lot of this power infrastructure at some point, but for right now, it's all good. Ah, I didn't mean to fall off that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There's a backup power line just in case. Let's start getting a copper factory built. Making copper sheets specifically. Because with all the running back and forth we had to do to find copper sheets, I never want to do that again. Ever again. We're currently pulling 60 copper ore out per minute. Where do you want to build this? Actually, you know what? Let's go with right up here. This'll do, this'll do. No. Right here's fine. Right here's fine. Right here's fine. I took the role, gave spending time with a lot of family, now have no friends. The aspect of, like, hanging out on a regular basis close to, like, 10 years of employees who work with me and are good at their job. Oh. Well, hey, man, I'm glad this community can be here for you. Hell yeah. Hey, I'm glad I can provide. I'm just, happy this community is dope as shit. I work very hard to make sure that it is a community of cool and open-minded people. So, hey, I'm happy for you. Although, you know, always good to make friends in the real world, so if you ever want help with that, I probably can't help, but I don't know, figure out something. You know, keep working on that, but happy for you, man. I'm glad this community can be here for you. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Now, let's see. Let's just, yeah. Do I want to put it right here? Yeah, just go ahead and put it right there. May as well. One right here. Right there. Right there. Looks great. Okay. And Mark 1 conveyor belts will do fine. So, we need to put these into smelters. Right there will do. Wait, hang on. If we put these into constructors, how many are we going to need? Because that'll give me 30. Then to make copper sheets, they take 20. God, it's always some weird variable. Ugh, we gotta start doing some math here. Okay. So these take 20 copper ingots. We could overclock them, but that takes a lot of power slugs that I'm not willing to spend. So instead, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna... actually, we're gonna move these, first of all, further out, because we need extra infrastructure now. We're gonna put a splitter right here. What do you mean it's too close? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's fine. There we go. Yeah, now it's fine. Okay, put a splitter right there. We're going to put a smelter here and here. There we go. And hang on. There we go. Still talk to some old army buddies. Still have some old high school friends. Could hang out, but I'm a lazy friend. Well, don't be a lazy friend. That's nothing to brag about. Well, I hope that you still see them occasionally. I mean, hey, even if you don't see them a ton, people who are familiar are always good to see. I mean, it's part of why I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm saying, like, part of the reason I'm saying this is as someone who's having trouble with my high school friends being very shitty. It sucks to lose people who you're familiar with, you know? So, I don't want to see you saying you're just a lazy friend. Come on. You got to try to keep people in your life unless they really give you a reason not to. It's always stuff. You know, it's nice being around people who really know you, have known you a long time. In some ways, it's also not nice, though. So, I don't know. Well, hey, man, like I said, I'm glad this community's here for you. And it's a dope-ass community. Go. All right. There we go. Do I want to do the double-sided? Yeah, it may as well do the double-sided. Put that there. Go. Hang on. Right there. Eventually, I want the whole factory to look like this. To have, like, actual walls. All the power lines up off the floor where I don't have to see them. All up on the walls. I mean, you have to see them, but, like, it's, you know, not really. Okay. You make me some copper ingots. There we go. Okay. Now here's where things get a little... Oh, wait. Hang on. Oh, that was a super awkward way of doing this. Wait, hang on. I'm super awkward. Hang on, I'm awkward. Hang on, I'm awkward. Hang on, I'm awkward. Hang on, I'm awkward. I'm awkward. Okay. That was the wrong way of doing that. Hang on. We need to do this. I mean, Ron plays, how much do you like math in your video games? Because, I wouldn't say there's a lot of it in this game, but it's not bad to have a calculator handy, especially once you get to the higher levels. Not higher levels. Get to, like, the more advanced crafting and stuff. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. What's your tolerance for math in video games? There. Okay, one there. It's going to be a lot easier if we align these with the plates. Okay, make me some copper. And put those in there as well, so I don't have to look at them. Make me some copper ingots. Put that there. Put this here. There we go. There we go. Okay, hang on. Put that one there. There we go. There we go. All right, hey. Fair enough. I'm glad I can be there on your days off. Go. Although I will let you know, tomorrow we may be doing like a kind of important fundraiser to keep the channel going. So I think we're going to save that for tomorrow and keep today light and fun. But, you know, I may be asking for help to keep the channel online soon here. Just forewarning. But today, we're keeping it light and fun because I don't want to deal with that today. I want to hang with my goddamn community. So we're going to put splitters here. No, just mark ones will be fine. Splitters here. Then we're going to put a merger there. Here we go. This is your worst subject in school. Well, I mean, actually, you know, funny enough, despite now being a fucking writer, I think English was my worst subject when I was in school. No, it was probably science. I was terrible at science. And in large part because I didn't really pay attention. I was really bad in school. I also had a lot of shit going on, so... no, not that way. No. No. There we go. Now! Not there. Oh my god. There we go. Get rid of that. I don't need that. Obsessed with Project Zomboid. Trying to talk into Project Zomboid to computer. Barely has money. 42 multiplayer goes stable. Won't find it anywhere else for a long time. I don't blame you, man. We're all waiting for it. Man, we are all waiting for that good Project Zomboid stable. Man, we are all waiting for it. You and me both, brother. You and me fucking both. Everybody's fucking waiting on Project Zomboid. Build 42 stable. What do you think they're going to add with stable? I mean, outside of just, obviously, multiplayer. I mean, that's kind of the big thing. But, like, what else is there to add? I mean, so much of the stuff that they've added, I've been like, yeah, that's cool. I didn't, like, the game would have been fine without it, but it's cool. A lot of the new animations, even the ragdoll physics, to be entirely honest, I'm kind of like, yeah, it's cool. It wasn't the most important thing, but it's cool. It's good. It's whatever. It's fine. You know, it's all right. Saul, we all know that you're bitter. Saul, we all know that you're bitter about Zomboid, okay? Okay? Oh my god. We all know that Build 42 burned you badly, okay? But some of us are still excited for it, alright? Some of us are still excited for Build 42 stable, alright? Some of us are still naive like that. Well, let's just put it right here. Right there. Right there. And right there. Okay. I'm going to let these keep going. Is it fully? Yeah, it's got 100 ingots. Let's let it fill up. Let this line really get backed up so we have a good stockpile just in case. And then we'll add in... add those in. There we go. There we go. It's the one who's been talking about D&D. add to Project Zomboid lately would only name things like the crossbow, bows and arrows, horses, dogs, cats, stuff like that. Okay. I mean, I will admit, none of those are on my list in particular, because they don't seem like things that would change the gameplay all that. Well, actually, horses would change the gameplay. I take that back. Horses would change the gameplay. But I think they should add bicycles before they worry about horses. Like, bicycles are still being a mod thing, I think is maybe a little ridiculous. Like, if they're gonna really embrace the idea of, like, what would the world look like 10 years later? 28 years later, it's a British company. You know, if they're really going to embrace that as an idea of, like, you know, what would the world look like when it's reduced to some, when it's zombified back to the Stone Age, you know? You know, bicycles would probably be a major part of that world. Honestly, they should have been a big thing in 28 years later. And every zombie flick should have them, but it's also kind of lame. No one wants to admit the importance of bicycles. But, yeah, they definitely would be. I need more iron plates. More iron plates. More iron plates. Also, I want to put another wall here. I love building walls. I think these are so cool. Watched the Mr. Atomic Duck video. Laid out some mods. Didn't think of that. Okay. That's what I like about Mr. Atomic Duck's videos. He's always really, really good with that stuff. He's way... I've been told so many times by Project Zomboid fans, make more stuff about the modding community. What mods do you use? It's like... I don't really know. I've never kept my ear to the ground about, like, what's hot on the modding scene. Like, and most of the mods I use are all, like, really vanilla stuff. That's why I'm appreciative there's people like Mr. Atomic Duck out there doing this. Like, thank God, like, keeping their ear to the ground about, like, what's actually, like, new and upcoming in the mod scene. I'm so bad about it. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did give the suggestion for KI5's vehicles, I guess. I'd never play without those. Okay, fair enough. I never play without those. So, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Those are pretty great. I do love KI5's vehicles. They are awesome. The Wandering Zombies and Interiors, I only know about those because of, I think I've learned about... Where... Oh, wait. I guess the first time I played with RV Interiors would have been... would have been on Ali's server. But then... Or Jaw Rince's server, I guess, technically. And then the first time I, like, experienced that mod, though, was definitely the Orion, I think, is the guy who does the really good narrative Project Zomboid videos, his stuff. Yeah, box trucks. Saul, of course, recommended the box trucks to me. Those are pretty great. Those are pretty great. I've still never actually used the ladder mod. It always feels like cheating. I know it's not, and, like, it would make sense in the world, but it always feels like cheating somehow. They definitely should add it to the vanilla game, though. Like, ladders only make sense. Like, they really should. They really, really should. Is there anything else I need to... I don't think so. No, that requires oil refining. No, can't do those. How about these? I'm pretty close to these. That requires steel. Kind of close on those. Kind of. Been using NPC... Okay, what NPC mods do you use, Ron? I'm very curious. Is it just like the same mod creator who does the Week 1 mod? Because if so, I've seen those, and I've played with them. I played quite a bit of the Week 1 mod, actually. I love that mod. I love the Week 1 mod. Is it that creator, or are there more NPC mods? Because I'm very, very curious to know. If there's just the one, or if there's multiple. Ooh, we're almost out of... Oh, wow, we are almost out of concrete. Holy shit. Oh, boy. Yeah. Yo, Feloria, welcome in. Biggest, baddest beaver for Project Zomboid. I have no idea what that is. Is that a modder, a creator, or some new unknown genre of porn that I've never heard of? I have no idea, bro. What even is that? Oh, my God. We're throwing out all kinds of shit here. Also, welcome in. Oh, thank God we have more concrete. Thank God these factories actually run without me now. Give me all of it. Just give me all of it. Hell yeah. YouTuber and streamer. Okay. Biggest, baddest beaver. There have been a few new Project Zomboid creators popping up, especially as Atomic Duck, and who's the other one? There's another big Zomboid creator who, like, he just had a baby. Well, technically his wife did, but He's been dealing with that recently, so he hasn't been making as much content or streaming as much. Which, fair. Fair. 100%. Nox event expanded. Okay, I think that's the B42 version of the week 1 mod, like from the same mod author. I could be wrong, though. I'm wondering if there's been any changes since then, since he created the week 1 mod, because I love that mod, but it's so crazy. Like, it's so obviously, like, wild, which they kind of leaned into, and, like, I do enjoy it, but that mod is fucking wild. I'm curious if the NPC AI has gotten any better, because it's cool, but, like, man, it was pretty bad. Also, it was just glitchy as fuck, and it crashed all the time. Yeah, week one lags like crazy. Yeah, it's glitchy as fuck. It's glitchy as fuck. It's really not good. Oh, I mean, it's a mod. Like, different standards for mods. For a mod, it's incredible. Like, it's incredibly high quality. But I would never, like... You better have a good PC, because, man, it's got some problems. It's got some problems. I have been wanting to go back and play Build 42 again for a while now, but since they finally updated the shotgun to not be hot garbage, I also do want to go and play Build 42 now. I don't know. We'll have to see at some point. I know I got to return to Zomboid soon. Add frame gen. Well, not all of us have a 5070. Oh, boy. It is a different modder? Okay, so there are a couple different NPC mods. Alright, I'll check that one out. Nox event expanded. Wait, hang on. Wait, I'm just gonna take a note real fast. I'm gonna add that in my mods to try notes. Thank you, Ron Plays. I'm gonna check that one out. I am always down to try some new NPC mods, even if they're wacky and weird and they don't work right. That only makes it more fun, in my opinion. That only makes it more fun. Makes it more insane. Why not? Let's run this all the way down. I could keep running it if I wanted to. And actually... Oh, wait, actually, you know what? We can just connect to these. Why not? We'll eventually just make this whole thing probably like a big flat surface. There we go. There we go. All right. There we go. All right, this thing is backed up. We got a good stockpile. Let's connect it up. And now we are officially generating copper sheets all on our own. Good factory. I'm so proud of you. Now we have plenty of concrete. This thing can still be expanded if we really want to. Let's add like one more row of foundations out the side of the edge of this. There we go. Oh wait, no. Hang on, hang on, hang on. How many do we need? There we go. There we go. And there we go. Not a huge fan of Biggest Baddest Beaver, but have talked to him. Seems cooler than his image gives off. Okay. Does he give off like a smug vibe or something like that? Because if so, I can't really judge. God knows I've been accused of that plenty of times. Probably rightfully so. So I can't judge for giving off smug. Go walls. Yeah, Floria, did you not realize that that YouTuber was canceled? He's been problematic. He has said some very problematic things in the past, so you need to stop watching him immediately. How dare you? How dare you? Don't you know he's canceled? Oh my god. Oh my god. How did you not know? How did you not know he was canceled? Didn't you watch the TikToks? I have no idea, just to be clear. No idea. Well, I mean, this is using all the copper that's coming out. We'll double it eventually. But for right now, I mean, 30 copper sheets per minute, that's pretty damn good. Oh my god. He said the F word that we're not allowed to say. Which one is that? All right, the one, yeah, the one about gays. That's the F word we're not allowed to say. Right? We're not allowed to say that one, right? I'm pretty sure. That one's not cool. I'm pretty sure that retard is coming back, right? Isn't it? That's what I've been hearing. Honestly, I'm excited for it. Like, it's been since middle school since I was allowed to say that. And thank God. I actually don't care that much. But honestly, I'm all for avoiding censorship. Oh, take that stack. I don't need it. Take that one too. I want the inventory space. All right, so we're generating 30 per minute. I mean, it's 2025. If you like a YouTuber, just assume that they're canceled. If you like someone online, just assume that they're canceled for something. If they seem cool, it's probably because they're canceled, and that's the reason that they're cool. We're to badmouth them and become a fan would look dumb, so would rather reserve judgment. That is a good priority, quite frankly. I feel like there's been way too much bandwagoning in the last few years. That's probably about the most obvious statement in the world. Honestly, for where we are in 2025, I feel like it's, at this point, the most obvious statement in the world to say, you know, I think that there's been too much cancellation and bandwagoning the past few years. And no one really cares. Yeah, I don't think they really care either. Oh, man. All right, let's make some biomass. I don't think anybody cares anymore. I think they just sort of gave up. After Trump got reelected, I think they just sort of gave up. And that is the last political thing I'm going to say unless it keeps coming up. But we'll leave it there. But yeah, I do. But like, honestly, I do think at this point, it's kind of like people don't really care about cancellation anymore. Which honestly, I'm all for. Who cares? Except for Hassan. Hassan gets canceled. But, you know, you abuse an animal. That's... I feel like animal abuse is worthy of cancellation. That might be a controversial statement, but boy, I hope it's not. Which, by the way, I'll say again, now that we got a few more people in here, anybody else been seeing all the Hassan memes popping up all over the internet? Because they have been, choice. Oh my god, all the Hassan shocking his dog memes. So good. Oh my god. That's a bandwagon I can get behind. Fuck Hassan. That is a bandwagon I can get behind. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Ugh. What do you mean sarcasm, Bishop? My content does suck. My content does suck. Don't you see my views? I struggle to crack 1,000 views on a YouTube video. My content does suck. I mean, by YouTube's perspective, it does, so... I don't know. I don't even know why you guys are here, to be quite frank. I don't even know why you guys are even watching me. Haven't you seen my YouTube views? My content is fucking terrible. I don't know. Bandwagoned and canceled. You know, I feel like we agreed on that. I feel like everyone agreed on that one, and it was okay. I feel like good old Jeffrey was okay to cancel. I feel like that one. I feel like I was on board with that one. That one was okay. Oh, now Ghislaine, who apparently is in prison despite being an innocent woman, because, you know, Jeff didn't go through any sort of a posthumous investigation. Now that we know that, because of that, we know that Ghislaine, who's, I don't think her actual, like, she's still in jail as far as I know. She hasn't been pardoned or anything, but there's no, like, official charges that I think, or whatever she's been given is something really petty. It's funny. I will say, though, pretty much every time I hear someone cry about the Epstein files, it's almost always someone who's freaking out about something else, or some kind of a misdirect, which actually is a little bit upsetting when that happens, but what are you going to do? It's like... You know, like something to do with Charlie Kirk. Well, what about the Epstein files? It's like, we still care about that, bro. What are you doing? Shut up. Yes, we still care about that. Of course we still care about that. Ugh. That kind of stuff does kind of piss me off. Obviously, I need a huge time scandal to get pressed. Maybe kill someone. Oh my god. Ugh. I mean, it's crossed my mind. I mean, okay, not killing somebody, but it's crossed my mind I need to do something absolutely fucking insane to get an audience, to get, like, fucking Mudahar to make a couple of videos about me. I don't know. I don't know. And the funny thing is, and I think I've said this before, also, I gotta stop projecting. I'm gonna blow out my voice in an hour here. There's been, I've heard multiple times how, like, YouTube just straight up is not keeping content creators. Like, 90% of channels never make it to 20 videos, which, you know, makes, I guess makes sense to an extent. Not everyone is, like, worth watching, sad though it seems. But, like, YouTube isn't keeping creators. Like, even when people blow up, like, they don't stay on the platform. Either they move or they just drop off immediately because people didn't actually care about their content particularly. They just popped off due to, like, novelty or something. Perfect example, there was this girl who blew up because she was talking about the UK. Like, she made just, like, she was some YouTuber with, like, 40,000 subscribers. Like, no, less than that. Like, 400 subscribers. And she made a video ranting about how the UK is dog shit, so she had to move to Hong Kong. And she was working there as a teacher. And she got, like, 600,000 views off that video. And then she started, like, she was like, awesome, like, I'm going to be a professional YouTuber now. And it didn't happen. Because people didn't actually particularly find her that interesting, you know? And, like, that sucks to say. Like, I would have wanted her to succeed. But it's like, not everyone who's cut out for it. And a lot of times people who are cut out for it aren't getting attention. Because what goes on the platform is novelty. I'm sorry, I'm on another fucking YouTube sucks rant. Ugh, I do those all the time. I know people want everyone to be exposed, not just pedophiles on the right. Pedophiles everywhere, bro. Trust me, they are, well, no, never mind. I don't want it both sides. Yeah, pedophiles need to be exposed. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I feel like everyone should be okay with pedophiles being exposed. Here we go. Give me that sweet, sweet biomass. Go. By the way, has anyone been... Oh, this is... Oh, no, wait. You keep creating... Actually, honestly, you can just shut down. I don't need this anymore. I don't want to play with you anymore. You guys can stay there. You can stay there. You... Plug in there. Just go straight through the ground. It's fine. The Diddy situation was not as bad as I envisioned. It was a letdown. I mean, what is your opinion on human trafficking? I'm not a huge fan personally. I mean, the Diddy situation is kind of like it's... Oh, I hate to use this comparison, but it's kind of like with Andrew Tate. It's like a lot of what he did is not necessarily illegal, but it is like morally reprehensible. You know, taking advantage of young women, paying them large amounts of money in order to take advantage of them, and using the money as an excuse. Or like, what's the name? Prince Andrew. When he got exposed for hiring like 17-year-old girls, which legal, age of consent, and they were well paid, but who cares? Like, that's still human trafficking. I mean, the case of, well, what I was saying about Tate was he would like, basically like move women across borders, like large groups of them, so that he could use them to make OnlyFans content and pressure them to stay. You know, human it's not like it wasn't straight up sexual slavery he was keeping them in. Like, to be absolutely clear. It wasn't. Like, a lot of his crimes were overblown. But even what he did do was straight morally reprehensible and arguably straight up evil. Like, still was. But also, he did get the short end of the stick from the media because they wanted a scapegoat. And he lapped that shit up and leveraged it to become famous. You know? Diddy and Prince Andrew and a lot of rich douchebags who take it, and Jeffrey Epstein, arguably, although I think his stuff was more straight up traditional human trafficking, like straight up kidnapping girls. From what I know, from what I have heard, I guess I should say. I don't know anything about it, but no one does. That's why, and they wanted to keep it that way. That's why he killed himself. You know, I mean, it's like, is it human trafficking if you pay a 17-year-old girl from some trailer park in Florida with no hope of a better future to come have sex with rich men? You move them to a state where 17 is the age of consent and pay them a lot of money to keep quiet about it. Is that human trafficking? Is that sexual exploitation? In the eyes of the law, no. Because they're legal and they're compensated and they signed a bunch of contracts. But does that make it any less legally reprehensible? No. Like, that's the issue. And that's the thing with Diddy. That's the thing with Prince Andrew. That's the thing with Andrew Tate. That's the thing with Epstein. That's the thing that we have to worry about here. It's like, in the eyes of the law, a lot of what they did, a lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of it, wasn't really illegal. But still awful. And maybe that's a sign that we need to reevaluate some of our laws. It's just awful. Just terrible situation, you know? Ugh. Before the trial. Nah, Diddy would never have done that. Diddy loves himself too much. Diddy's too in love with himself to ever do that. Honestly. Or Drake. Another example. You know, Drake having a conga line of 17-year-old girlfriends at his mansion. Is that human trafficking? You know, getting girls from areas that finding 17-year-old girls who never would have had no other options for their future, strippers, you know, and girls who were struggling, and getting them to come to his mansion, paying them a bunch of money to have sex with him, more money than they would have ever made otherwise. Is that human trafficking? He's paying them money. He's got him on an NDA. So is it? I don't know. I mean, I would say so. I would say it's morally reprehensible as well, but in the eyes of the law, there's not a whole lot they can do a lot of the time. It's terrible, you know? Giving a coworker a ride to work? No. Don't look in the eyes of the law. Look in the eyes of what you think and believe. Well, I mean, what I think and believe is that offering money to teenage girls is scummy and morally reprehensible. Offering money to teenage girls for sex when you were an adult ass man is morally reprehensible. I think that's gross. I don't know. I mean, you know what? I do know. Why do I always say that? I think it's gross, and I hate it. And I hate the fact that our elites think that this is okay because, well, she's some girl from a South Florida. I'm literally taking this, by the way, I am kind of taking this from Tucker Carlson. I will admit that. This is one of the few things I think Tucker actually manages to get right. One thing that he talks about a lot is how American elites have a weird sense in which they will be, and again, I don't side with Tucker Carlson on anything, but this is one thing I actually do agree with him on. There's a weird sense among a lot of American elites that, you know, oh, if you pay for sex with some 17-year-old girl from again, I think literally the example he used, with some girl from a trailer park, some teenage girl from a trailer park in South Florida, who cares? She's a prole. She's a nobody. She's a peasant. Who gives a shit, you know? That attitude is a lot of why it's evil, you know? I hate it. And the fact that that's so prominent among our elites is tragic for America. Gold diggers are legally okay? I mean, no. I mean, if someone marries you, if someone tries to get you into a legally binding contract just so they can take your money, using the law to their advantage, I don't think that's okay. Obviously not. Obviously that's not okay. One spouse marriage, some other places don't. Well, I mean, everyone I'm talking about was in America, so I'm talking about American elites. American elites doing this is straight up evil. Other elites doing it too. I mean, don't forget, this is part of why everyone was roasting all these guys. Actually, I remember, was it Chris D'Elia was just talking about this. I just saw a video by Too Lazy to Try, where he was covering this situation. Apparently, Chris D'Elia has been taking some shots at Whitney Cummings, because Whitney, despite being an out-and-out, like, feminist woman supporter, decided to take the money to perform in Saudi Arabia, which is not a great place to be a woman, if you didn't know. You know? I mean, is that morally reprehensible? I would say yes. Or at the very least, it's hypocritical. You know? That's terrible. But it wasn't just girls liking them because they had money. You know? Like, it wasn't just girls liking them because they had money. You know? And this is an issue that can be levied against so many adult industries in the United States. You know? If you... Oh, no. I won't get behind that. No. Offering money to a woman who has no other options in exchange for sex? No. That's not just girls liking you because you have money. That's very different situation. No. I do not fuck with that at all. I do not fuck with that at all, Bishop. I'm sorry. I gotta push back. I don't fuck with that notion at all. That is not what is happening here. Oh, this needs to be plugged in. Oh my god, I set this up but then never actually fucking plugged it in. There we go. Alright, this is making smart plating for us. Oh, yeah, we got the power. May as well overclock it. There we go. Yeah, it's not girls liking them because they have money. It's them hunting. It's rich, wealthy men who know that they are above the law going out and hunting for women who have little economic opportunity and hunting for them when they're young. That is disgusting. That is gross. The difference between porn and prostitution? Very little. Well, okay, look. I mean, porn is a consumable... I guess prostitution is a consumable product, too. You know? And to be clear, I'm not... When I said that, I wasn't insulting porn as a concept. I'm insulting the porn industry in the United States, which is sketchy as fuck. That shouldn't be a controversial statement. Fully into your wine. Fair enough. Well, don't get me in trouble with the Twitch censors. I'm going to get reported for this shit. No, I'm not saying I have a problem with either of those things, but I am saying that American industries who revolve around those things have a problem with the exploitation of women, you know? Whatever. It's just a shitty situation. The American aristocracy needs to be fucking purged. Awful human beings. Awful human beings who need to, I don't know. I'm also not one of those, like, rich people need to die kind of guys. I don't think that. There are some rich people who are very good. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that feels gross. Ugh, that feels gross in my heart of hearts. But it's true. I don't think people should be punished just for having money. You know? A lot of people worked hard for their money. And even the Nepo babies don't deserve to be punished for it. Though they do need to understand their privilege and... I don't know. It's weird. They're closely aligned. They definitely are. I mean, that's been one of the big debates of the last few years. I mean, do OnlyFans models count as prostitutes? Honestly, I would say yes. Like, yeah, they are. There's nothing... I mean, that's not me giving a nasty impression of prostitutes. But I would say that that's true. You know? Where do we get roofs? Oh, 10... Oh, I need 10. Damn it. Okay. Well, let's let that keep filling up. I would say yes, but you don't have to agree with that necessarily. I would say that OnlyFans models do count as prostitutes. But you don't have to agree with me on that. You don't have to agree with anything that I say. Especially those of you who are annoyed that I talk about politics so much. Welcome in, by the way. Glad you could be here. Who are annoyed that I talk about controversial subjects openly. Yeah, it's not always politics, I guess. I don't know. I'm a big believer that nothing should be off the table. Though I do sometimes need to be careful not to get trolled when people just want me to talk about insane shit. But also, I kind of take it as a challenge. When people try to get me to talk about insane shit, I kind of take it as like, can I phrase this in a way that won't sound insane? I don't know. I take it as a challenge. If they're distribute for money, doesn't that make them... I mean, well, I would only respond to that by saying that I would also say that porn stars are prostitutes. I mean, I think that they are also prostitutes. Okay. We got that set up. Oh, the concrete. That's got to be the next big thing. Oh, wait, I just straight shut off the wire factory and put all the wire in there to be mulched. Yeah, definitely should get the wire factory set up next. That'd be smart. That would be smart to do. Is that another wire vein? Like, oh no, that's a copper. That's the copper vein. Okay. Hang on. What else is there over here? What else is in these cliffs? I know there's more out there. There's more iron that way. Several more iron veins that way. Those are claimed? Wait, what? Wait, why is there an iron vein 3,000 meters away that's technically claimed? What? Oh, it's 3,000 meters away. That's a long way to run. Ah, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's go find it. Let's do some exploring. I have my gun and plenty of ammo. That's all that matters. How can one legally be okay and the other not? I mean, that's something to ask of the law. Ah! I mean, that's a question for the law. That's not really a moral thing. That's not on any individual. That's United States law. That's a very different question. I mean, why is it? There's probably an explanation. I mean, if you go on YouTube and look up why is this, or just search it online, like legal answers, or ask someone who's a lawyer, there's probably a reason for it. Going back into the history of United States common law, going back probably hundreds of years. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! That's a giant spider! Oh no! Oh no. No, 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 no. I see it. It's still behind that cliff. I saw it. I see you. I see. Oh, oh god! Goddamn hogs. Yeah, stay off. Nope! Fuck you. You need to die. Oh my god, the hogs are attacking it. Ah, no, 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 no. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Arguing it's about taxation. Interesting. I mean... off! Ugh. Aha! I mean, the state of Nevada does make a lot of money off those companies, so there's probably some truth to that. And Nevada also happened to be one of the first ones to legalize brothels. So, you know, there's probably some truth to that. There's probably some truth to that. Public health concern angle. Well, I mean, actually, I mean, yeah. Oh god, I don't want to defend prostitution, but I will say that the argument has been made on behalf of prostitution that it is actually safer to, because, you know, prostitution is referred to quite accurately as the oldest profession known to man, and having it be professionalized is arguably leads to things like more rigorous STD testing and things like that, or AIDS testing, you know, and can help to curtail things like that. Ada?
Attention. Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters. Time spent daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
Oh, God. Yeah, there is an argument that's been made on behalf of prostitution that having a more robust system legalized for it to happen. This is actually the argument for why Canada has legal prostitution. Is that it allows for things like standardized STD testing and actually can make things safer for those who are indulging, as well as the workers themselves, and gives them more ability to, you know, go to the police if things go wrong. Because, you know, if it's illegal, but it's happening anyway, you know, those people are engaging in something illegal, they can't go to the police, and that's bad. You do want, you know, guys who are out murdering hookers to still get caught for doing that. You know, that was a big thing. I mean, obviously, you probably heard the stories from the Victorian era. Guys like Jack the Ripper, who specifically targeted prostitutes in large part. And in part, the reason they got away with it was because nobody cared to investigate heavily the deaths of prostitutes. And violence against them has always been an issue, unfortunately. So there's an argument. There is a decent argument for the legalization. I have different thoughts. Personally, I don't like the idea of legalizing prostitution in 2025. But though I do see both sides, my reasoning for it is that I don't like the idea of major corporations getting involved. I mean, similar to when, say, marijuana on a state level was legalized. Suddenly you had all of these corporations, some of which were run by, in some cases, literally, there was one actually marijuana what is the word for it? Dispensary that was literally run by a former U.S. senator who had voted against its legalization for years and thereby helped keep people who sold marijuana in jail. And now here he was profiting off of it. I don't want the same thing to happen with women's bodies. You know, I don't want to know what the Walmart of brothels looks like. I don't want the Walton family getting involved in that business and industrializing women's bodies. I don't want to see that. I don't want that. You know, and if you legalize on a federal level, I'm afraid that that's what would happen. I don't want that. It's what we're seeing with OnlyFans. As OnlyFans models are now, it's such a saturated market now that women are having to go to more and more extremes in order to get noticed, and you end up with Bonnie Blue. You know? Yeah, there's always the people will find a way to get it, so you may as well make it the safe way as possible. I believe that's also one of the big arguments for why people want abortion to continue to be legal. I think it's just not banned at the federal level, and then it's a state-by-state thing, I think, is officially where we're settled now. I think. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on that. Oh boy, thank God I brought a lot of ammo. Make Anissa Jomha great again. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Haha! Aw, oh, fuck you. Get out of here. Get out of here. There you go. Oh boy! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oop, gotta reload, gotta reload. Aha! Fuck you. Alright, now what do we got here? Oh, damn, there's still another one. Totally missed. Aha! There we go. And India has the world's biggest brothel, if I remember correctly. I mean, if something exists in India, it's probably there's a statistical probability it's the world's biggest, just by it being in India. So I would not be surprised by that in the slightest. Oh, I do also want to say again, while we have a lot more people in the chat, I We're having some trouble here at New Memphis, and I think we're going to not talk about it today, but tomorrow we're going to do a bit of a fundraiser on stream to hopefully try to raise a little bit of cash, because just dealing with some stuff. We'll go into it tomorrow, but if you can't be here tomorrow, feel free to hit the... I'll throw up a PayPal link, probably in the Discord or something. Or I'll throw it up right now. For anyone who can't be here tomorrow, I having some issues, but if you feel like helping out, we'll go into it tomorrow. Today, I want things to be nice and light. I want us to hang out. But if you feel like helping out, help keep the lights on here, we'll deal with it tomorrow. Today we're keeping it light, but wait. Where is it? I don't want to spend time on it. The link's under the last video. The link's under the last YouTube video. It's in the pinned comment. If you want to help out, it's appreciated. If you want to throw $5 or $10 in that, because, yeah, struggling a bit. But we'll deal with that tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Just got some things coming up. If you want to help out, like, seriously, $5 or $10 would be enormous. But anyway, for today, let's not worry about that. That's not for today. What's in this drop pod? Needs 100 megawatts of power. Shit. Actually, that's not too bad. Just get... That should be... I think 4 biomass burners should cover that. Okay. How much biomass do I have? Okay. You take a big step. Shut up. Why did the fuse even blow? He shouldn't have even turned on. There we go. There we go. Yeah, links under the last video. And like I said, if you want to throw $5 or $10 in, it is super appreciated. If you can't, hey, whatever. We'll talk about it tomorrow, though. I want today to stay light. I don't want to deal with that right now. Also, still waiting to hear about that new job. It's been a day since the interview, though, so, you know. We'll see. Where did I put it? There it is. I need those. I can't believe I never knew I could destroy that. I can't believe I never knew I could take those apart. Oh, it's just screws. Well, screws are kind of nice to have. You know, let's break these down, actually. Oh, rubber. Oh, that's very nice to have. Let's break down all these alien remains into protein. That'll give me a couple extra inventory slots. I can carry all this crap back with me. Hopefully, anyway. I want to keep at least some of this protein to keep making inhalers. Right, no. Give me that. Okay, got 2 more slots. Give me those screws. Take apart that. Take apart that. I can't believe I never knew I could do that. I can't believe I never knew I could do that. Okay. So that disassemble crate is now being left behind, which sucks. But that's okay. Seen a video talk about the subject, how bad the conditions. Sonagachi? What is that? What is that? Oh. So, one of the world's largest and oldest red light districts. Ugh. A several hundred multi-story brothels all put together. Ugh. Ugh. Ooh. Oh, young women are born into that line of work. Oh, that's just horrendous. Oh, that's just so much more depressing than I wanted to get tonight. Oh, that's just awful. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. Actually, you know what? I do want to dispose of the rest of this. Oh, I can get rid of that one too. Nice. Yeah, that's gonna have to get left behind. Just some rotors. What can I dispose of that I don't mind? It might end up being the screws, actually. So you know what? Let's get rid of the iron plates. I don't need them. Take those. There we go. Let's get back. Yeah, right. Yeah, Walmart's about right. Oh, that's so terrible. Oh, hate seeing shit like that. That's so much more depressing than I wanted to get tonight. Ugh. Ugh, that's just terrible. God, the world is a fucked up place. Super fucked up. Oh, India. Oh, India. You have a long way to go. Hope they get there. Not like the US is perfect, I guess, though. But, man, that is fucked up. I know that being born into a particular industry is still pretty common there. But, like, that's just so fucked up. That's so goddamn fucked up. Yeah, I saw there was some kind of a documentary about it when I quickly glanced. I will not be watching that. Never. Well, maybe one day. It seems interesting, but not soon. Oh my god. Oh my god. OMG, dude, went to the gas station today, what I call Crackhead City. Hey, man, I was about to say, the U.S. has got its own problems right now. Crime and crack... Oh, my God, that's so much better. Crime and crackheads seem to be our problems. Homelessness and tweakers everywhere. Job market's just getting worse and worse. It's terrible. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, go, go. No, no, no. Don't shoot me. Bob and weave, bob and weave, bob and weave. And grab these nuts. These nuts! Oh, not enough space for these nuts. Yeah, I don't think I want to watch that. Don't worry, Saul. I have already come to the conclusion that that is not something I need to be watching in my life. That is not something I need in my life right now. Not enough space for these nuts. Wait, where's the... Oh, it's over here. Damn it, I overshot it. Just know there's plenty of places to go hunting around here. There's plenty of creatures to kill. And I still have a lot of ammo if we'd like to do... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Straight into a poison cloud. Straight into a poison cloud. Oh, that's not ideal. That's certainly not ideal. Go, 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 go. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. Barely even touched me. Barely even had to take some emergency medicine for that. Okay. Let's get back home. Dump all this protein. Probably should go ahead and get the gas mask, too, if I can. I don't know what's required to get that. One of the owners of the gas station had run outside to threaten to call the cops on a tweaker if he didn't leave. Was filling up my tank. Guy on the sidewalk bit the road. Oh, God. Holding a bag, not moving. Oh, the U.S. Oh, the U.S. Man, it's terrible. People can't afford to live anymore. And even people who can afford it would prefer to spend their money on drugs instead of spending it on, you know, housing. You know, I'll say, though, as someone who's had their own issues with homelessness, like, a lot of it's a mentality. Like, you get into a mentality of, like, where, you know, that the day-to-day survival the grind for day-to-day survival becomes easier than, you know, it becomes what you know. And it's fucked up, but it happens, you know? Like I said, it becomes what you know. It's terrible. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. Zomboid trained me for that. Well, let's not spend too much time making fun of people in a distressed state. Again, as someone, I've had my own issues with homelessness, I don't like making fun of people about that. It's a terrible situation to find yourself in. Because like I said, like you just get stuck and you get into the mentality and like it's the day-to-day grind of keeping yourself on track just becomes easier than actually improving your situation. And it's fucked up, but it happens. It's terrible, you know? Yeah, I like documentaries too. That one's not happening for me. I'm in agreement with you on that one. That one's not happening. Tell the kids, it was Project Zomboid helped me, not the army training. Nice. Hey, Zomboid, give some good advice. I probably wouldn't expect foraging to give you that much food, though. And I probably wouldn't use their blacksmithing techniques. Man, America's just going to shit. Let's hope we can make a change. Honestly, I think that most of it seems like what the current federal administration is doing seems to be a lot of shoving the individual decision-making off onto the states. And that has its own problems. It seems like that's what they're content to do, is just to say, well, we're the Fed and we're the departments and we are here to keep America safe. And, but like, that's all we do. You know, we're not here to like, you know, make policy on behalf of the states to improve their situations or to write them an infinite number of checks, which I think is fair way to approach it. But so many of our states have become so dependent on federal tax dollars. Not dependent, addicted to federal money that they just have, like, lost the ability to function almost altogether. And so now that federal money is drying up, a lot of them just, like, don't even know what to do. They're like, hang on, we have to get by on the tax dollars we generate within the municipality or state? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And it's like, you should have been getting it. You should have been trying to do that before. It's just terrible. Just fucking terrible. Horse Frank recommend. Oh, you've seen. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you want to see more of that. I mean, honestly, everything that I learned from it was on YouTube. And I saw a guy on it in person here in my hometown. I haven't seen another one since. That was about a year ago. But God, I hope to never see one again. That's fucked up. It's so fucked up. Like, the big swollen limbs. Like, they're huge. They're fucking enormous. Like, it's so obvious. Ugh. It's just awful. I hope it's not getting more common where I am, but I have a feeling it is. Illinois already had a massive heroin problem before the opioid crisis. And then the opioid crisis exploded in the mid-2010s, around 2013. Probably earlier than that, like 2010. Yeah, early to late 2010s, the opioids exploded, as they did in a lot of places. But no one talked about it. And that just got worse. It just kept running rampant, unchecked. And now fentanyl's here. And they're doing a good job keeping a lid on it. But they're not. Oh, it's just awful. It's just terrible. Welcome in, Void Eclipse. Good to see you. We definitely weren't talking about fentanyl a second ago. And how fucking terrible it is. Ooh, molded steel pipes. Ooh. Actually, I would like that. There we go. I would like more steel pipes. Anything that give me a better ability to crank out steel pipes would be nice. Because steel pipes are always kind of annoying. Though, I mean, you don't need as many steel pipes as you do steel beams, because steel beams get used for making Mark III conveyor belts. So you need a lot more of those. I need to just fill up. Give me all the ammo. All the ammo. All the ammo. Give me all of it. Just fill it up. Let's go straight to 200. Because you never know when I'm going to suddenly say, let's go on an excursion. Like I said, I'm hoping things don't get worse here, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Everything's just so up in the air right now. And so much of our current so much of what's happening is really being dictated on like the state and municipal level. Like honestly, if you're in America, and honestly in Canada too, I think that you'd better hope that you have a state or municipality that's really working for you and working for the people. You'd better really hope so. Because if not, you might be fucked. Like, that's where a lot of the really interesting policy is getting made right now, especially with the tax situation with the Fed cutting the amount of help that they're giving, which was going to need to happen eventually, no matter who got elected. It's just awful. It's just terrible. Okay, the next thing we should be working on is getting that copper factory built. 'Cause I keep getting sidetracked from it. The way he stood there just chilling. Yeah, sounds like he was doing that lean. Yeah, man. Random trips to the gas station can suddenly become harrowing journeys now in 2025. It's crazy. Hang on. Keep that there. I think we'll actually... You know what? We have enough room. We could make this a bit more sloped. Give it a bit more ease. There we go. There we go. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. There we go. Just 8. 8, 8. There we go. There we go. There we go. Zomboid lean in the gas station. Yeah, nothing more fun than that Fent lean in the gas station parking lot. That's how you know you've truly made it in life. Oof. Man, America is getting more depressing by the day. Okay. Production, minor. Oh, damn it. I have to go pick up those ones down there. Thank God I can deploy this multiple times. There we go. And extra stockpile of cables, not bad to have. Oh, there we go. Pick it up. God damn it. Alright, just dump these stacks. What can I dump? I will sure have a lot of cable. We can get rid of some of that. Okay. Hello, hello. Hello again. Let's see. We definitely need... Yeah, take some of these. This also means we definitely need to start making cable, like, immediately, because we don't have any other source. We have copper sheets. Copper sheets are being produced. I need to color code that, actually. We have copper sheets being produced. But we don't have cable or wire being produced right now. All those stupid dismantle crates. Okay, let's go grab those. Here we go. There we go. God, I love this parachute. Wait, who's attacking me? Who's attacking me? Who's attacking me? Ah! It's a fucking long-range animal sniper. Fuck you. A better shot than you are. Goddamn spitters. These things are the worst. Oh my god, there's still more cable. Well, I mean, it's good to have a big stockpile of cable. Cable is a very important thing to have. So I'm okay with having that there. It'll just sit there for right now. I'll take care of it later. It's out of the way of the factory I'm going to build. That's really all I care about. Actually, though, I will... One sec. Do a couple things here. There we go. 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 All right. I know that doesn't actually do anything for like the safety or structure, but it looks a little bit better. And eventually we'll add like steel beams to the bottom of these so they have like braces so it doesn't look like they're just a big floating highway. Okay, production. Give me a miner. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. There we go. All right. Go to this one. Put that there. And height's a little bit off, but who cares? Nope, just those two. And that wall there. There we go. Foundation. No, let's not put walls on these quite yet, because I might like to expand it. I'm not sure what direction I want to expand this in quite yet, because we're going to start the factory down there and build it down this direction. Let's link it all the way down here. Honestly, probably should already have. Should have already had some power lines on this side of the factory anyway. And at the end of the ramp. Here. So we could hook this up all the way over there. There we go. There we go. Yo, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated, Void Eclipse. Glad you switched over to the Twitch where you don't have to worry about the what is like it's like a 20-second delay on the YouTube. It's crazy. But less ads, at least from what I remember. Okay, let's throw down some of... Too steep. Shut up. It's not too steep. You don't know what you're talking about, game. There we go. Where do we want to start this? Let's figure that out. So let's get a splitter. Just start it right there. Let's start it there. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, what in the world is that doing? Oh, it's off a little bit. Okay, hang on. Maybe just a little bit taller. There we go. E3. Oh, what in the world is that doing? Okay, hang on. Hang on. Gotta rebuild that. Yeah, that curve will do fine. It's still way out of the way. Alright, we should see... Oh, no, we're not seeing. Hang on. Plug that in. Haha! I still can't get back up. Hang on, hang on, hang on. I can fix that. I can fix that. Ah, that'll do. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. Now, this should be generating 60, if I remember correctly, copper ore per minute. Let's go ahead and get some smelters set up. Right. Hang on. That's really low. I don't like having it that low. That's probably about as low as I want to have it, though. Okay. That'll do. Probably a few too many nodes, but it'll do fine. All right. Plug that in there. Those 60 should be following soon. I'm not going to bother putting Mark 2s. Honestly, the jump from Mark 1s to Mark 2s is, yeah, significant, but not that significant. Okay, so we're making wire. Actually, you know what? We probably do want to go ahead and make Mark 2s out of these. Because I think we're going to overclock that copper factory. Yeah, take that. Yeah, we're going to overclock this so it generates 120 per minute. But we do have more copper we could just draw from. We'll do that. We'll do both. Why not? We can do both. We can get them all. Although, once we get a wire factory, a decent cable factory, and probably get both, probably get 2 concrete factories, then we need to get a steel factory producing a hell of a lot of steel beams. And a decent chunk of steel pipes. I don't need as many of them, so that's fine if it's a lower amount being generated per minute. And then, once that's done, we need to reevaluate our power situation and probably build some more coal plants. And that's going to be the ultimate goal. But we're working on the wire right now. And you know what? Let's just leave this on. Let's just leave it there. I'll use it again. Okay, constructor. Hey, thank you for the bits, Void Eclipse. Much appreciated. I appreciate the support. Hell yeah. Please, everyone in the chat, feel free to show Void Eclipse some love. Be super appreciated. Oh, wait, no. I gotta move this back a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right. That right there. And right there. Hell yeah. Let's get that wire started. Oh, go ahead and take those copper ingots off of me so I don't have to deal with them. Yeah, take those away from me. I don't want them in my inventory anymore. Okay. Wire's coming along nicely. Do we want to have 2? Yeah, let's just build another one exactly the same as this one. Let's make this 6 and this 7. I always like to use, I know it's a little bit of extra step, but I always like to use the conveyor lifts so I don't have like long conveyor lines in between these, so I can walk more freely in between my factory. I always like to think about how to navigate the factories as much as I think about... I could put it between here. No, I can't do that. I mean, actually, you know what? We could do that. Could do that. Could do that. Hang on. Hang on. Could do this. Hang on. Let's do a splitter. Aha! Let's just keep this off the ground entirely. Now straight. Ooh, that's super awkward looking. Oh, that's super awkward. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Void Eclipse did something, was here spending some money. Much appreciated, friend. Okay, hang on, hang on, hang on. Two, three. 1, 2, 3. Keep that hype train going. Yeah, right there. One there. Okay. No, that's still too low. Really? Okay. No, 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 no. 1, 2, 3, 4. How does that look? Oh, that's much better. That's probably as close as we're gonna get. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Will that fit cleanly? No. That's okay. We can move this back a little bit. Go. Give me those. Hell yeah. Go. You need to be making wire as well. Oh, you don't have power. I can fix that. I can fix that. Hang on. Oh, you also don't have power. That's not good. There we go. Get plugged in there. Make me some copper. Hell yeah. And I don't have any more ingots. That's fine, though. Okay, cool. We should move this in further. You know what? Actually, we will do that. Hang on. We're going to move this in just a little bit further. Move these just a bit further so I can actually connect them without it. I mean, we could anyway, but they'd be running through something and it would look super awkward. And I don't want stuff to look awkward, even if I'm awkward. There we go. That looks better. There we go. Smelter there. Smelter there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and also Mark 2. Mark 2. 5. Give me a splitter. That side. There we go. Take that ore off of me. I don't want it. I don't want it. Take it. Give me that one. There we go. All right. keep building. We're on a roll. Go. Yeah, we can use the Mark 1 conveyors for this one. It's fine. Put that there. There's not going to be any space to move through here anyway. Just link every other one would be fine. Yeah, I mean, if I got the time, got the capacity, may as well. May as well. Oh, damn. Void Eclipse keeping that hype train going on is lonesome. Much appreciated. Hell yeah. What do we got here? What do we got here? Okay. Yep, copper bars are going just fine. You keep making wire. And I think we're going to keep these two as wire. Yeah, let's put a merger right there and a merger right there. And then we will wrap around and put a nice... I do want to expand in this direction, though, so it's going to be kind of awkward to move. Thank you, Void Eclipse. Let's keep going here. That one. That's where all the wire is going to go. Oh, wait. Actually, no, I should put a little more space there. And let's put, actually, a... Well, no. We don't need to, like, worry too much about it. Just keep a little bit more space. So we can put in something later. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. I guess we probably shouldn't worry about expanding with these. I mean, we've already overclocked the current one. Like, we should probably... If we've already overclocked the current miner that we have, we're not going to be expanding this. That's crazy. Hey, I always appreciate the support. Yeah, there's one there. Wait, hang on. You connect there. You know what? Yeah, every other one. We'll have to do every other one. So remove that one. They're redundant anyway. That's good. That's good. There we go. Give me a merger. One more. Okay. There we go. Oh, wait, no. Mark 2s, Mark 2s, Mark 2s. These aren't even doing anything yet. Make me some cable. There we go. Hell yeah. And you go all the way down there. Mark 2s. Oh, they're not aligned. Oh, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. There we go. Those should be aligned now. There we go. Oh, that's still... Does that still look crooked? Whatever. Whatever. We've got cable. We've got wire. Significant amount. How much are we producing per minute? In terms of wire, 60 wire per minute. And 60 cable per minute. That's awesome. Wait, hang on. Oh, this is eating 60 wire. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. You know what? Whatever. Let's just underclock them. That's fine. So we're producing 30 cable per minute and 60 wire. That's fine. All right, let's just underclock these. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Hell yeah. That's still a hell of a lot of cable to be producing, so I will settle for that. Kind of wishing I just merged them into one. Damn. Whatever. It's not a big deal. Actually, how much... I mean, if we had used a singular constructor, we'd be using 4 megawatts per second. Both of these being at 50% on... It's actually losing less. Interesting. So using 2 constructors underclocked to 50% only uses in total, what would it be? 2 plus 1.2? So it'd be 3.2 megawatts per second. Sorry, megawatts per minute, whatever it is. Ah, damn Void Eclipse, throwing that around. Hey, I appreciate it. I want to get this channel off the ground and could use the support, so thank you so much. Hell yeah. Keep that hype train going. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Yeah, and should have done a subathon tonight or something. Yeah, where are we? Yeah, we've done that. Okay, that's all set. That's all set. My mind is blank. God, my brain is just fried right now. At a certain point of just staring at conveyor belts for as long, my brain just gets fried immediately. This is all set. We're generating 30 cable per minute. And actually, a singular constructor would have used more power than the 2 underclocked constructors. So, hey, not gonna knock that. That's just fine. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The Donald Trump fan? I couldn't care less if he is. Oh, man. I don't know. Hey, for a first-time chatter, technically, or maybe a lurker for some time, whatever Void Eclipse, whatever I'm doing right that's got you wanting to support me, first of all, thank you. And hope that I can keep doing it and providing content that's worthwhile. Thank you so much, man. Like, seriously. Thank you so much, Void Eclipse. You are an OG. Man's a fucking gangsta. Okay, now, let's get rid of some of this cable, because we still have the dismantle crate downstairs. Get rid of. Yeah, take all that. I'll grab the dismantle crate downstairs. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Give me all that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I wonder if it's just the lucky jacket. I think it is. No, he is actually a Kamala. He could be a Kamala. Oh, I see, Bishop. You're just trying to. Oh, I see. You're just trying to make me hate on people. I couldn't care less if people support Kamala. Joke's on you. I don't actually care what people believe. And actually, funny enough, in terms of politics, the thing that tends to piss people off about me is that whenever people say, I believe in this, my first thought is, oh, hey, why do you? And that's usually the part where it trips people up. I don't know. I'm someone who's more interested in getting to know people than I am in needing people to believe what I believe. So I don't care. Believe what you want. Okay. Meanwhile, I am going to work on getting that concrete factory built. So there's a copper vein right here, and a concrete factory right over there. We could just... Let's get another ramp up. Oh, also... Oh boy! Yeah! Oh shit. Alright. Here we go. That's still eating. How many... Okay, we got a decent number of coupons. Let's check this out. Alright. Gimme those. Gimme coupons. I love coupons. Give me the roofs, roof corners. We'll get structural frames eventually. And still got 4 of them.
Fun fact. Architecture was invented when people began building buildings. If it had been invented slightly beforehand, perhaps more old buildings would still be around.
Thanks, Ada.
Humanity sometimes lacks vision.
Much appreciated. Thank you, Ada. Thank you. That was so helpful. All right, let's get some roofs built around these. All right. I've still got a few more coupons to spend. Could always spend them on some basic stuff. Zoop. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hell yeah. Right. I didn't know either. I gotta be honest, I still barely know how Twitch works, if I'm entirely honest. I only figured that out a few days ago. I think, actually, no, I figured it out when I was on his Festus' stream. That's right. No, I don't want to put another one there. That sucks. I do want to put another layer of walls, though. Go. Go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Go. There we go. Okay, now for a roof. Is it under foundations? Oh, it's under architecture. Okay. Let's do a 2 meter. There we go. Yeah, I'm spending a lot of, probably too much time and energy on making the factory look nice. But, fuck you, I want my factory to look nice. Oh, wait. Zoop. These. There we go. There we go. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, there we go. Okay. Okay. There. Okay. Looks like we'll climb up here to get a better view. I should get up there. Hang on. That's going to make this a lot easier. I'll delete this later. Oh, damn, I'm out of concrete. Ah, oh, damn it. Do I think YouTube is dying and Twitch is growing? I think that neither platform is doing particularly well. I mean, social media usage among young people especially is on the downswing the last couple of years. Here in the United States, it's still growing for now. But I don't know for certain, but I suspect it won't. Ooh, thank you for the tier sub for the sub. I suspect that it won't keep that will bottom out eventually, especially with the rise of AI making people just straight up not trust social media anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's funny watching all the Sora generated videos about Hassan's dog. They've been very funny, but the sheer volume of Sora AI videos when there isn't like a significant real world event happening, you know, you need that common ground between people. You know, you need real life events involving real people who have actual, I don't know, reputations in the real world. You need that to still happen for AI to be significant in terms of the content that it's making. I mean, as far as Twitch, I have no idea. Twitch has been losing money for years. Like, that's just a fact. YouTube also is losing money, but less so. YouTube's main problem is that short-form content is just not as profitable as long-form content. but YouTube is struggling to get viewers to sit down and watch long-form content. You know, the master of that the last few years has been, of course, Mr. Beast, who conveniently is also the YouTuber who seems the most worried about AI. Probably because he himself makes slop that AI would do, you know? I feel like if there was one type of video that could be easily replaced by AI, it would be $1 versus $1 million stupid crap videos. Would probably be the most likely to get replaced by AI tomorrow, you know? There's nothing really, you know, the sort of, you know, slop, crap, garbage. You know, that's what's going to get replaced. That's going to be the big thing, though. You know, Twitch, fortunately, being live has some advantages. You know, AI can't really... I mean, AI can have a presence here. I have no doubt that AI Twitch streamers or AI streamers in general will be a thing in the next few years. I mean, basically, like, the AI girlfriend trend is basically just an AI that hangs out with you. You know, AI friends are a thing that AI companies have been trying to sell us for years and will continue to. How the public reacts to them is up in the air right now. I don't know. We'll have to see. Twitch... Again, Twitch has been losing money for years, so you can't really say for sure. I don't think anybody can. They've not been doing well for quite a long time. And, you know, part of that is the political stuff, I'm not going to lie. Like, part of it is the fact that Twitch just has such blatant political leanings that people kind of stopped trusting it to some extent, which is sad to say because I'm someone who believes that politics can exist alongside entertainment if it's, you know, restrained, if you're saying something that's, I don't know, you know what I'm saying. But, you know, being so blatant for so long, you know, it's kind of made people not trust Twitch as much. You know, people want real human connection. They want real humans behind a screen. They want real people. Which social media site can provide something real? I keep coming back to that, but it's the best I can do. I don't know. No one really knows where social media is going. There's a lot of balls in the air right now. It's going to depend on where social media goes. It's going to depend on where AI goes. It's going to depend on where a lot of things go. Honestly, if there's one social media site that I actually do think is consistently going from strength to strength, it's actually TikTok. And I hate admitting that, but it's true. Like, it sucks to admit that, but it's true. Like, TikTok is honestly going from strength to strength. Instagram is doing okay. Facebook seems to be pivoting into more of, like, your neighborhood social media app. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next few years they started buying up small, literal neighborhood-level social media apps that are designed that way, like Nextdoor. That'd probably be the next smart thing for them to do. But, I mean, people think of Facebook as, like, a service. You know, like Facebook Marketplace, you know, or a place to get local news, you know, or to get racist memes. You know, Facebook is going to, I think, Facebook and TikTok are the only social media sites I think will continue to do at least somewhat well in terms of their user content and how much users engage with their content. Because, again, TikTok is just better run as a social media platform, and Facebook is pivoting quite successfully into being more of a neighborhood-level platform. That's a niche that really needed to be filled for a long time. So we'll see what happens, you know? Although TikTok is kind of moving into that too. I've noticed being on TikTok in the last year, they've pivoted TikTok, and I'm seeing a lot more local content around me. And I don't live in, like, a significantly populated area. It's like a city, town of maybe about 200,000, maybe, in this county. And I still see local content. Now, there is a college that's full of TikTok users. But still, like, it's kind of surprising that, like, a short-form content site would still be even capable, you know, or even want to. Instagram Reels doesn't. I don't think even Facebook Reels does it, despite the fact that I was praising them for being neighborhood level. I don't think even they have bothered to do that, you know, to start really incorporating, really start pushing content that, like, your neighbors are making, you know, pushing reviews of restaurants in your neighborhood, you know? But, like, wouldn't that be nice? You know, if you could get reviews for a restaurant near where you lived as opposed to like New York, you know? TikTok seems to be moving into that void that needed to be filled. Facebook's moving into that void, and so even as people are on social media less, I think that those two sites are going to do well. As far as social media for the chronically online, Twitch does a better job serving them. But it's going to depend on how Twitch is run, because Twitch is really badly run. Like, I'm going to be straight with you. Twitch's biggest problem is that it's extremely badly run. It's way too political, it's way too politicized. It's way too blatant in terms of its favoritism.
Walls are one of humanity's greatest inventions. They definitely stand above floors.
Fuck you, Ada. That was awful. Fuck you, Ada. Fuck you. Anyway. I don't know. YouTube is in a weird place. For YouTube, it's going to really depend on whether or not they can just get their act together in terms of finding good content creators. Like, the biggest thing I hear people complaining about with YouTube is I never get recommended any good content. And honestly, as a YouTube user, that's how I feel. Like, it's not that I don't want to be on YouTube. I like YouTube, but I never get recommended any good content. I scroll through the same, like, 3 or 4 people, half of whom I'm not even subscribed to. I'm constantly getting recommended members-only videos that I can't even watch from creators that I am subscribed to, which costs them valuable impressions because there are other videos by them I might like to watch, but instead YouTube is prioritizing videos that I can't, which is stupid. You know, that was the conversation we had about Linus Tech Tips yesterday. It's just gotten ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. We'll see what happens. YouTube has just gotten a little bit greedy, and they don't know how to monetize their platform properly. And the fact that they have to keep leaning into short-form content to try to compete with well, they don't have to. They keep trying to lean into short-form content to compete with TikTok, which I think is a mistake. But they keep doing it, and, you know, it's not going well. So, to answer your question, I don't know. There's a lot of balls in the air right now, and we'll have to just see how it goes. I would think the best thing YouTube could do is, I don't know. Not try to be TikTok or Twitch. Like, YouTube shouldn't try to be either of those. YouTube should consider itself better than that, I guess. You know, Twitch really is, and not to mention the fact that, you know, when you do live content, you also got to worry about things like copyright, which Twitch has always been bad about. I mean, back in the days of it being Justin TV, it was known as the platform to watch people watch kitchen nightmares. Like, that's what it was. That's what it was for years, you know? Twitch's inception was being the platform to watch people watch TV. You know, it built its name and reputation on stolen content. I feel like that's not going to fly as much in the next few years. But we'll see. You know, they haven't had to crack down yet, somehow. But, you know, especially with the H3 lawsuit, companies could start smelling blood in the water. And if they do, Amazon's got deep pockets, and if there's blood in the water, people may start going for it. People may start going for that big Amazon payday as Twitch streamers continue to steal content completely unimpeded. We'll see how it goes. And it's not even like, and it's not even like it's small streamers doing it. It's the big ones. It's the big streamers doing it, you know? It's the big streamers who are doing that, which is especially bad on Twitch. It's the people who are especially big that leave a TV show or the news just running. Hassan leaves the news running. Asmongold just watches, what's his name? YouTube videos all the time. Cash Jordan, which Cash Jordan's videos aren't even good anymore. Like, he just leaves those. And, like, Asmongold's made jokes about it before. Yo, what's up, Azure? Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Good to see you. We got wire, we got cable. All right, let's focus on that concrete factory. Let's get that set up. as well. In case I don't see ya. 4 and 4. Let's put in... Yeah, let's go 4 wide. May as well. Actually, you know what? We'll go even higher than that. We'll go another layer of walls high. Go. Oh my god, hard to see with the moonlight. Right. Oh, there we go. That's better. Can actually spare those. Hell yeah. They're connected on the other side of the wall. We'll go ahead and put that one, though. And these are all good all across. There we go. Hook that up. There we go. And, do I want to put a wall here? Probably not. Why not? Why not? Here. Go. One here. That's good enough for right now. Let's get rid of these power lines. They're ugly and I don't like looking at them. Thank God that flashlight has infinite charge. There we go. Now we have a nice little entrance back up. Should we fall? Oh, and get rid of this one too. Nope, that's really ugly. So let's just run on the outside. I don't even want to. There you go. Link them up on the outside so I don't have to see him on the interior. Oh, it's still there. Hang on. What is that hooked up to? What is this power line hooked up to? Is this going to the... Oh, this is going to the concrete factory. Ugh. I have no idea where that just hooked up. Okay. There you go. Keep the concrete flowing. I have no idea where that second one went. Somewhere over there. Let's get back up. Actually, probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get some walls here. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Put that one there. Hook it up. Right here. Okay, cool. Gonna first and foremost goal is eliminating the need for these ugly power lines. Put all the cables somewhere I don't have to look at them. And hook this up all the way out here. There we go. Cool. Eventually we'll get rid of that one. Alright, finally day's coming. Fuck concrete, soft mud's where it's at. I wouldn't say that. We can't build these foundations here out of soft mud. I think they would fall apart pretty fast. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. How many is that? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That should be plenty. I'll have to angle it, but it'll be fine. I don't know how close they're going to come to that rock. We might have to delete a few of them. Yeah. Ugh. That's annoying. You know, let's just make it a bit taller. That'll make it easier. One more. There we go. Keep going. Where is it? There's the copper factory. Just go ahead and build that out. That's concrete as well. Why don't we just build it right here? Probably be a good place for it. How close does that come? Is that like in contact? Oh, it's exactly 10. Oh. That's convenient, actually. That'll make it really easy to plug stuff in. Okay. That's... Does it need to be that long, though? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, production, miner. Ooh, okay. Spin that just a bit. There we go. That'll do. Yeah, right up there. That'll do. Here. One here. Oh, I hope I got that height right. Wait. Yeah, straight. There we go. Oh, that's oh, that's not quite how I want it to be. Yeah, just the default should do fine. Okay, let's figure out where to plug this bad boy in. Take care of this underside while we're here. There we go. There we go. Couple more rows. That'll do. That'll do nicely. Actually, let's just put a wall outlet in the center, in the center. Hook it up there. And hook that up there. How much is that producing? 60 per minute. That's pretty good. Oh my god. Okay, this isn't worth much now. Okay. Just walled off this ramp. Okay. All good. Why is there one random hole? Is that... Oh, that's where the... Yeah, right. That's where the ore comes through. Right. I'm remembering how my own factory works. It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. Okay. This does not need to be this massive. This straight up does not need to be this huge. We'll delete some of it, and we'll leave some room to expand, actually. Because it's not a bad idea to have that. Okay. Let's get a splitter going. Right. Let's put it right here. It should be the center. Nope, it's not. I always put it too far over. That's also not the center. Go. There we go. 2, 3. Actually, hang on. Can you do this straight? Yeah, I like that. Or wait, actually, would it look better to do it this way? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that does look better. Now we need a smelter. Got completely distracted from building up the concrete factory. But there was a perfectly good vein of copper on the way. Of course we had to stop and take care of that. Build a whole new factory for it. Of course we had to. Probably only need to go out here. Right there. And right there. Ooh. Probably delete most of this. Don't need it. And there's still plenty of room to expand if we want to. Build something that's good to be condensed. Most of this stuff is going to end up in the chipper anyway. Like, I'm not planning on doing much with this stuff. It's going to be really inconvenient to get to if I want it. So we're going to have it generate cable. Oh, wait, no. Only need... Oh, well... No. Wire. Yeah, wire first. Actually, hang on. Let me see how long we need these to actually go. It's working just fine. And now that I know that constructors use less power, if we just have 2 of them, may as well just do the same thing again. There we go. There we go. You build cable at 50% speed. And you build cable at 50% speed. There we go. Some mergers going. What do you mean conveyor is too steep? What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, whatever. Alright, now I know how big the factory is going to be. Yeah, we still have plenty of leeway over there to move around. Not that we really need it. We're building this factory Soviet style. I mean, who needs leeway? Who needs room to move? Who needs room to breathe? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah, we can just move it over later if we need to. It's going to be kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, where do I want to put this stupid thing? Let's just move it down further. So we'll expand it at some point. Yeah, down to here. And one storage container. That in there. Everything should be powered. And we have a whole spare cable factory. That we just don't even need. But hey, it's extra cable. And we can delete all this extra shit up the side. We're going to expand this, but not that much. Go. All right. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, we need to get a color scheme for copper. Let's use this one. I kind of like this, actually. Actually, I kind of like this in general. I like this color a lot. Wait. Let's save this blue color. And let's save that, this, like, gold color. Maybe lean it a little more orange. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. And... sure, let's do that. Do that color. And the blue. Let's do that. And... is that really what I want to go with, though? Is it... maybe just a standard orange, honestly. Yeah, that looks like copper. Kind of. Blue will do for copper. I usually use blue for copper. Then use gray for iron. Maybe we'll use like red or something this time. go. Go, there we go, there we go. There we go, there we go. This one. And that copper factory is all set. Don't gotta think about it again. Damn it, this thing is stupid. Rock is this tall? God damn. Okay. There's still another foundation, like, stuck somewhere deep inside this rock. Oh, well. Nothing we can do about that. Go. This'll do. Oh, damn, I'm out of iron plates. Still doing okay on concrete, though. Running out of iron plates. Can't imagine why. We're not making very many walls or foundations or anything. One coupon. Damn it. Gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Alright, we're going to get this concrete factory set up, and then I think we'll probably wrap it up for the night. So it is a little bit late, and I do want to be up early so I can make another video tomorrow. Because hopefully, if things go well with this most recent interview, I really think this job interview went well. And hopefully, since it did go well, we can, hopefully I'll have my time occupied. God, that's what I'm hoping for. But until then, I want to just make as much content as possible. And tomorrow, we might do a little bit of a fundraising stream for those of you who might want to donate to the PayPal, because it's that's some things coming up. But we'll worry about that tomorrow. Worry about that tomorrow. Tonight, let's finish this up. Have some fun. Maybe we'll play Zomboid. I don't know, should we play Zomboid tomorrow? I'm really invested in Satisfactory. Just redeemed a celebration. I don't know what that means, but thank you, Signy. Okay. Just barely made that. Okay, cool. Hell yeah. Why can't you? Oh, damn it. I gotta pick these up. You know what? Just take all this limestone, just keep producing for a while. Wish I'd bought the ladders. I could have installed one. Oh, and the music ran out. Oh, damn it. I didn't even realize that. Didn't even realize that. Ooh. What we got? Well, we're going to be wrapping up soon. Here we go. Okay. Now we can get our miner built. Oh god, oh god. Don't fall off. That would be very bad. Well, it wouldn't be that bad. It would just be a pain in the ass to get back up again. Alright, what's that height? There we go. So we need to get our power situation under control here. Plug you in there. Actually, let's put double wall. One there. Hell yeah. There. we go. I did have 2 on the same spot. Damn it. Okay. Okay. We're definitely going to need to overclock this concrete factory. This concrete, this limestone node. Oh, this isn't even plugged in yet. May eventually put some further walls on these, but for right now... No! What?! Don't want to build a brand new power node right below it. No. Attach it to the one that already exists. There we go. There we go. Now she's powered up. Going up 60 per minute. We need 90 just to power 2 of them. I fully overclock, and how much do we get? 150? That's crap. Okay. Well, I'll take the 90 per minute. It's still it's decent. It's decent. Those can keep running. Looks like it's used up everything. These are gonna keep going for a while. Here we go. Here we go. Hang on. No, I don't need smelters. We're making concrete. You don't need to smelt limestone. Well, thank God for that. Okay. I do want this to remain, because this will 100%... Like when we can get better... miners that can bring up more limestone ore, we're going to run this thing into the fucking ground. Like, we're going to be getting every scrap of limestone we can out of that. I want to move this out a little bit more. Just a bit more. Yeah, just a splitter right there. That'll do. Constructor here. Yeah, as soon as we get the access to better miners, we're running this thing into the fucking ground. We're gonna burn this thing for every scrap of limestone it can produce for us. Still attached on the other side. There we go. Make me some concrete. There we go. And you make me some concrete. Perfect. Alright, alright. It's a decent amount. I mean, it's more than we were producing before. So, can't complain, I suppose. Put this all the way over there. Let's get a merger. Oh, damn. I'm out of reinforced iron plates. That's fine. I mean, there's plenty more I can go pick up. That's not even a Mark II. Let's do Mark I's for these. Because that needs to be a Mark II. That really needs to be a Mark II. There we go. There we go. There we go. I should now be working at full capacity. Generating not a whole lot of concrete per minute, but it's only one of several factories we'll set up. Generating 30 concrete per minute. That's trash. That's... How much is that? One of these foundations requires 5. Concrete, one of these foundations, one of these squares is... To make 3 of these squares... Oh, no, 6 of these squares. 6 of these squares is 1 minute of concrete production. We need to increase that. We'll have to go to a different vein, though. But, wait, actually, hang on. Can we increase this by another 45? What would it be? No, it's only 100 and... We only need 135 because it needs... Yeah, wait, hang on. Yeah, if we increase that by 135, by another 145, it's overclocked, which means it takes more power, but who really cares? I need more reinforced iron plates, though. Oh, wait, no! Oh, damn, it doesn't even matter. We can't even move 135 per minute, because our... God damn it, I can't even think of the word. My brain is fried. We gotta log off for the night here. The plates that we have, the types of conveyor belts that we have can't even move that much, even if we increase it to 135 per minute. Ugh, that's annoying. Need more reinforced iron plates. Could leave this for next time, but I will definitely forget. Well, I don't have any more rotors. I should grab a few of those. Like 1 stack will be fine. Wait, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let phase 2 keep working in the background. What does this need? 14. Take those. Okay, and 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should be ready to go. Alright, that's all of phase... That's first part of phase 2 done. We got a lot more stuff to make before we get to continue on with that, though. Anyway, let's finish up with the concrete. And we're not going to bother color coding it. Not tonight. Maybe later. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. It's already a Mark II. That's moving much faster now. This can all get deleted. We still have this other concrete factory over here, don't we? Yeah, we still got a whole nother concrete factory here. That's still running over here on the ground. Look how quaint our little factories used to look before they were this. Remember back when we were still building these on the ground before they became that? How quickly the turntables. All right, that's a Mark II, right? Yeah. There we go. Now we can put in Mark IIs. Not that it's really necessary at this point, but may as well. Keeps everything moving faster. All right. Okay, perfect. We have a concrete factory that's up off the ground. We got another one over there to go and build. We are doing pretty well here. Let's see. Wait, hang on. I should work on my to-do list. Where is it? Split stack, close, equip. To-do list. Public note. One, build the second concrete factory. 2, build a steel plant. And then 3 is going to be expand the coal power infrastructure. There we go. We'll start up tomorrow with building this piddly little concrete factory. We'll get it up off the ground. And that'll be it. All right. Let's go ahead and save Old Memphis, the Wasteland Factory. Once again, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for the support, Void Eclipse. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Be back here tomorrow. I will see you then. Ooh. Thank you guys so much for the support and for the good vibes. It's always appreciated. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I always appreciate it. I'm out. I'll see you tomorrow. Check out the new video on YouTube. See you soon.